Vistara Airlines is without the doubt the best business class airline that India has, or I should say, India had. Now, the bar set by Air India business class is pretty low, but you still have to perform good to make sure that you are a decent enough business class. Now, I had the opportunity to take the Delhi to Paris and then Paris to Delhi a round trip Vistara business class last year in February, and I really enjoyed the experience. Unfortunately, since Air India has taken over Vistara, the merger is going to be completed on November 12, 2024, and after that date, Vistara will cease to exist. I'm sure the planes and the cabins will still be the same as Vistara, but the coding of the flights will completely change to Air India. So here's hoping that that won't bring down the overall quality that I had experienced and have heard good stories about Vistara's business class compared to Air India's business class. As soon as you step into their Boeing 787, you get your first look at the cabin. Cabin is really beautiful. The seats that Vistara uses are the same that Turkish airline uses in almost all their 787-9s as well as most of their Airbus 350s, as well as it's also the same seat that Singapore uses in their regional business class cabins on A350s and 787. You have this partition if you're sitting in the middle two business class seats, which you can put it up or down depending on who your partner is or who's sitting to the seat next to you. You do get these armrests on both the sides of the seat, which is a decent feature. I'm hearing complaints about the new Air India business class not having any armrests, so that'll be interesting, and share your comments and thoughts if you've already tried the new Air India business class. There is this small coat hook here. Traveling in winters, it's a decent space for you to put or hang your coats. There is this small space as well with a small door where you can put some stuff. We had the Amenity Kit there, the headphones, you have your sockets and the other stuff in there. You can easily kind of open it and close it to keep it closed, especially during the landing and the takeoff. And this is the armrest on the left-hand side of the seat. Took me a while to press the button and bring it up. It's good that it's automatic as well. Once you press the button, it comes up, and then you obviously have to push it to get it all the way to the downwards motion. Space is pretty good. You get some decent space to put your shoes right under the footrest. You can put other stuff on the footrest as well. The TV screens are crisp. They have good size. And you get some decent entertainment options, which we will be talking about later on. They do give you the pillow and other bedding stuff before you sit on your seat. They're usually on the footrest, and sometimes they leave it on the seat as well. I believe it depends on the crew that's working on that specific flight. This was the blanket that was provided. It was overall decent quality. The cabin was a little warm, so didn't really need this blanket. Here's your look on the seat. This is what the seat looks like in the upright position. Those are the controls on the right side of the seat if you're seated in the middle seat that you can use to bring down the seat to the lounge mode or to the flat bed mode. And as you can see in this video, once you keep that button pressed, the seat will recline to 180-degree position, or as we call it, the flat bed mode. The seat gets a little tight around the head, but overall it's pretty cozy seat. Headphones were kind of an okay quality, as you expect in most of the flights. They were not really noise cancellation, but they will do the job for the duration of the flight for sure. And if you are used to bringing your own, that never hurts. Another thing that I liked, which some of the business class flights have stopped doing as a cost-cutting measure, probably, that Vistara still provides you slippers. And slippers were kind of good quality as well. They were not like those cheap quality slippers. These were nice, soft, decent quality slippers, which came in handy for the duration of the flight. You do have this pocket in front of the seat or in the side of the seat, which has all the literature, the safety instruction card. This was a Boeing 787-9 plane, so you have the relevant safety card in English as well as in Hindi. Then the air sickness bag in case you get sick because of eating or just flying in general comes in handy. And the usual air magazine for the airline. This was the Vistara luxury issue. This is how you can pull the tray table out. It's pretty easy since this is still a fairly newer plane. I believe it was 3 or 4 years old when we flew this in February 2023 last year. The tray table was handy. It's always helpful to have that two-fold motion in place. You can easily kind of get out of the seat as well while you're eating without fully pushing in the tray table. The menu overall has decent options. I like that it had a lot of Indian as well as non-Indian options for all type of passengers who were flying in the flight. The Indian food was pretty good as well, which we'll talk about once we get the food. They had some decent options of beverages. Starbucks, being part of the Tata Group in India, really helps to have that. The caffeine related beverages that Vistara has on board to offer. They had some decent wine options as well: champagne, white wine, red wine. This is not my area of interest, but you can look at the menu to see what were the different options. And then you also had the different type of spirits, beer, cocktail options as well. And then all other type of kind of juices and other beverages. The food service starts with your beverage of your choice and then some warm nuts, which was good. I like the tray table that they brought out. This was the Indian vegetarian option with some option of paratha and two sabjis. One sabji, one dal, rice, and then some salad. And they also give you yogurt as well. This was kind of the representation of a typical Indian meal that you usually have in Indian homes. So it was nice to get that type of a meal on Vistara, which obviously represents the cuisine of India. These were the two dessert options. And the desserts were also pretty good. One was, I believe, some type of a kheer, which you see on the left-hand side, and the other one was some sort of a tart with strawberry and chocolate. And overall good options, giving you an option of an Indian dessert as well as non-Indian dessert, which helps to have those options. And the crew was happy to provide me the both options. This is a quick look at the breakfast in the morning before we landed in Delhi. This was kind of the continental breakfast, I believe. Had a croissant, hash brown with omelette, sausage, and then other jams and other stuff, fresh fruit. And then this was the Indian breakfast option, which had some upma, some chana, then a small paratha with it, and then some sort of roll with it, which I'm forgetting what it was. This was a look at their amenity kit. This was a pretty well-stocked kit, and I like the bag that they provided. This is an Indian company, Forest Essentials, if I'm remembering it correctly. But they had some good stuff in there for the amenity kit's usage. And the bag was really nice. I'm still using this bag almost a year and a half later on, so that kind of tells you that how the quality of the amenity kit bag was pretty good. Had all the good decent options. This is a company that I believe has a lot of Ayurvedic products as well. Most of the lotions and potions, they were packed in this small handy pouch kind of a thing, which I struggle to open. Had all the necessary things in it. This was some sort of a lip balm. And then you had some moisturizer. as well as other things that you usually get in amenity kits. There was something that helps you fall asleep that you can apparently just spray on your pillow as well, which I haven't not seen in a lot of different amenity kits. So that was kind of a nice touch by Vistara, and all of them smelled pretty good. So that was also good. Talking about the entertainment options, this was decent enough entertainment options for anyone to easily spend 8-9 hours. Usually, that's the maximum that Vistara flights fly, anyways, between India and European cities of Frankfurt, London, and I believe a couple of other cities that they're currently flying to. I don't think they have any plans to fly from India to North America anytime soon, since Air India is taking care of that, but we'll see if that changes in future. They had some good options for the maps as well that you can see with all the usual details. There's decent enough options for movies and TV shows, both Hindi, English, and a few other languages as well, so you will definitely have something to binge watch. As we are getting to the close of the flight, I do want to talk about how I booked this flight. One leg of the flight was booked using Air Canada Aeroplan points. At that point, it was 60,000 Air Canada Aeroplan points for one individual, plus 70 to 80 US dollars in taxes and fees. So this was a really good deal, flying from Frankfurt all the way to Delhi, or you can get the same flight for the same price if there is availability for a reward seat from London as well as Paris to Delhi, and round trip as well. So this was a really good value. Overall, these tickets, cash prices usually can range anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000, or even a wider range depending on the season and other factors. So overall, the experience of the Vistara business class was very positive. By far the best Indian business class for sure, if you're just comparing it with Air India. Not a lot of competition in terms of Indian business class out there, and with improvements in Air India, hopefully we'll see this competition heating up a little more. But I hope, and really, really hope, that the Air India takeover and the merger, especially after November 12th, 2024, Vistara still maintains its brand, still maintains its quality rather. The brand will be merged, but hopefully Vistara will be able to maintain its quality and the overall positive experience that they provided in their business class. I'm still waiting and hoping to get an opportunity to try the new Air India business class, and hoping that it'll only improve Vistara's overall business class experience as well. Make sure you share your thoughts on if you have tried Vistara business class on long haul flights. How did you like it? What are the things that you did not like? And if you had already gotten the opportunity to try the new Air India business class, what are some of the things that you liked and did not like? Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video, and we'll soon see you in the next video. Thank you.